Family, welcome back to another video. The shoulder is the most mobile joint in our entire body, and we do not only want flexibility, but we also want stable and strong shoulders. In today's routine, we're going to be building some strength while also improving flexibility to get the best out of both worlds. You can do this at the end of your upper body day for a nice finisher, or as a standalone for a complete shoulder workout. No equipment is going to be needed for this routine, and as always, I'm going to be giving you modifications to make the exercises harder or easier based on your level. So whenever you're ready, let's begin. All right, family, we're going to begin in a seated position or kneeling position, whichever feels more comfortable. You can literally just sit however you like. We're going to extend both arms fully straight to your side. You're going to rotate the right palm so it faces up. The left palm is now facing down. You're going to look towards the side where your palm is facing up. In this case, is my right. And then you're going to rotate this arm down, this one up, and then you're also going to move the neck with it. Let's go towards the right, palm up, towards the left, palm up, warming up into the shoulder. Really feel the rotation of the shoulder more than the rotation of the hand. And again, you're always looking to the side where the palm is facing up. Move at your own pace. Really feel the shoulder as well as the shoulder blades behind your back moving and getting warm for this routine. And just go as far as you can go. You don't need to go to your maximum range of motion. We're simply warming up a bit more or a bit into rotation. Take a little break. The next one is going to be Cuban rotations without weight. So you're going to bring the elbows back in line with the shoulder. You're simply going to rotate the shoulder externally so that you push the elbow forward and the hand backwards. Then you return and you repeat the motion. So ideally, we create a 90-degree angle, or as much as possibly as we can. So the wrist, as you can see, it's aligned with the elbow. Just keep going through the motion. And I'm going to be doing changing the size so you can see what I mean by pushing the elbow forward and the hand back. So hand back, elbow forward. We also try to feel the upper back muscles doing the movement. The shoulder blade is greatly connected to the shoulder joint, and having awareness in both areas is going to be key. And many of the movements that we're going to be doing today, it's also to create awareness and connection between those two joints. Let's go for 3 more at your own pace, focusing on your breath. And last one. Now hold it here. We're going to press up like you're doing like a military press, but with the elbows completely to the side. You press up, down, then rotate inwards, then external rotation, up, down, hand down, up, down. Let's go for 5 more. 5, 4. Keep those shoulders down, so slightly depress. 2 more. 1. And last one, we go up. Now release the shoulders down. I want you to simply do some circles backwards, just to release a bit into the shoulders. If you're doing this seated down and your hands are like touching the floor, it's okay. You can also put the hands here and your arms can be bent. Just simply do some circles backwards and then some circles forward. Just getting some blood flow into the shoulder capsule before we go into war. No, I'm kidding. It's not that hard of a routine, but we're definitely going to be doing some strength move. Please make sure to choose your right variation. Give a little shake to your arms. If you need a little bit more warm-up, please feel free to do it, especially for your wrist, because we're going to be putting already some weight into the wrist. So if you need like 2 minutes to warm up into the wrist, please feel free to do so. We're going to begin, take a little break, with a pseudo planche lean push-up. Pretty much, we're going to put our hands with the thumb facing forward so we are able to lean into the position, and we get into a plank And we're gonna simply lean as much as we can. That's gonna put more pressure into the front delt. And we're gonna be doing push-ups in this manner. Now, the more you lean, the harder it's going to be, of course. So if you are a beginner, you can absolutely just do regular push-ups, even with your hands facing forward, or even knee push-ups. We're gonna be going for around 10 reps. So find an inclination that allows you to get to that amount of reps. We begin in 3, set it up however you like, a little bit wider than shoulder width. 2, extend your legs. Find your variations, arms are straight here, elbows slightly back. 1, then lean, and then just come down, chest to the floor, and then up. Once you get to the top, full protraction of the scapula, then come down, and then up, arms fully straight. That is for 2, 3, let's go for 7 more. And 10. Now, sit back into your butt. Bring your fingers facing back to now stretch the muscle that we just worked, the front delt into shoulder extension. Walk your butt forward or even your hands backwards and try to find a place where you feel the stretch, but it's relaxing enough to calm the nervous system. We're gonna be holding this for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. And we have another set of the pseudo planche lean push-up. So if this is the first time of you doing this routine, this is for you to find that intensity. So maybe you should lean a little bit more, or maybe you lean way too much, or maybe you still don't have pseudo planche lean push-ups. You can do regular push-ups, and you just build your way up to leaning more over time. Find your breath. Feel the stretch on your shoulders. If you want to intensify, you can always walk the butt forward or the hands more back, or even get the hands closer, which also intensifies the stretch, mainly on the pec in this case. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get out of the position as safely as you can. We're gonna be going for round number 2. So this routine is pretty much going yang, going very hard into an exercise, and then stretching and allowing that excitement that we got from the exercise to help us calm and get deeper into the stretches. So again, find the intensity that 10 reps are challenging for you. Beginning 3. In this case, I'm gonna be leaning a little bit more so you can see the demonstration. And we begin down, up, that is for 1, down, up, that is for 2. Let's go for 8 more. That's it. If you can do 2 more, please go ahead and do it. 10 is not a magical number, or if you stop before 10, that is totally fine. And again, just try to do every time that you do this routine, you just increase intensity even more. The stretch that we're gonna be doing now is thread the needle, so stay on this quadruped position, bring the left arm forward, then bring the right arm across, and then sink the left armpit down to feel the stretch on the right shoulder. Now slow down your breath. We're only gonna be doing 2 sets. Slowly come up. Bring the right arm forward and the left arm across, and do the same. Sink the right armpit down, stretching into the left shoulder capsule. In case you want a little more, you can extend the right leg. Just put a bit more weight into the shoulder, but we want to keep it gentle. You can still get a lot out of this without trying to modify the position. Slowly come back up. Now we're gonna move on into scapula push-ups. So that was the only quote-unquote strength hypertrophy exercise. Now we're gonna be working more on the stability and mobility of the scapula-thoracic joint, which is very connected to the shoulder. You can do this on quadruped. We're gonna go from retraction to protraction while keeping the shoulders down, or you can do this on plank, whichever feels good for you. So set up in your position, arms are fully straight. I'm gonna begin with the plank variation and then show you the easier variation. And then from here, bring the shoulders down so you feel this activation and this connection to the lats. In keeping that connection, you're simply going to bring the shoulder blades back together, very minimal movement, and then push the ground away without rounding to the spine. So we keep a neutral spine and we just push as far as you can go. It's a very minimal movement. Then retract and then protract. It's not a big movement. Retract and then protract. If it's too big of a movement, retract. You're probably elevating the shoulders. Protract, and that's not what we want. We want stability. So shoulders down, feel the tension on the upper back, retraction, then protraction. Try to feel the serratus muscle working. Let's go for 3 more. Retraction, protraction, focusing on quality, retraction, protraction. 1 more instead of quantity. Retraction, last one, protraction. Hold this for 3, 2, 1. Sit on your heels, either like this, or you can be in a cross-legged position as well. Now, clasp the hands behind your back and open through the chest. If you cannot grab your hands, just simply bring the hands back to the floor and open through the chest right here. And again, we're now stretching into shoulder extension to open up the chest, to open up the front delts, and even the biceps. If you want a little more, you can lift the arms up. If you want something more passive, you can turn your hands and just rest the hands on the mat. 15 more seconds here. We're gonna go for another round of scapula push-ups. Again, many people can do it on plank, and that's fine, but if you have trouble like feeling your scapula, if you have scapular wing ear or something, which is my case, by the way, I would recommend to use a lower progression where you can actually feel the movement and connect to the muscles of your scapula. Slowly come down. I'm gonna show it in quadruped now. I'm gonna be going for 10 reps again. So we begin in 3, arms straight, shoulders down, as neutral of a spine as possible. 2, 1, and then we bring the shoulder blades together, and then we push the ground away as much as we can. That is for 1, retract, protract, that is for 2. Let's go for 8 more. I like to inhale as I go down, and then exhale as I push the ground away. Let's go for 4 more. Retract, protract, retract, protract. Try to keep the neck neutral as well. We're not extending too much or flexing too much. Retract. Last one, protract. Now hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Lay down into your chest to open up a bit more into the shoulders. We're gonna extend the left arm towards the side, and you're gonna bring the entire body towards that side. So we stretch again into the chest as well as into the shoulder capsule. If you want a little more, which I don't know who would, but you can try grasping this hand behind. That would intensify the stretch. Move over towards the other side. So right arm fully straight. You press with the left arm. You cross the other foot, so you're supported with the left foot. And then you simply hold it here. stay on your chest, laying down, so chill, just relax right here. The next one is gonna be Y raises, which is gonna target our lower traps mainly, and it really helps to improve a lot of scapula and shoulder stability. You're gonna do like a Y, so your arms go in this direction, so not completely forward, but slightly more wider, forming like a Y formation. From here, I want you to externally rotate the shoulders so the armpit is pressing down. You keep the arms as straight as possible, thumbs facing up. This will guide you how much rotation you have. So if the thumbs are facing forward, we want them really either up or as much to the outside as possible. From here, bring the shoulders down. So we engage again the lats, small posterior pelvic tilt if you wanna get fancy. And from here, you're gonna lift, hold for 1 second, then down. That is for 1. Let's go for 9 more. 2, 3, 4, always fighting that external rotation. 5, not allowing this to happen. 6, 7, 8, trying to keep those arms straight. I know they want to bend, they always want to bend. 9, and last one, 10. I want to hold it for 10, 9, 8, hold it, 5, hold it, 3, 2, 1. Sit back into a child's pose with your legs together. You're gonna bring your hands back to bring the shoulder into the opposite direction. Relax your forehead and allow your body to relax, your shoulders to relax as well. Slowly come up. We're going to be doing one stretch before we move on into the last sequences of stretches. You're going to bring both hands forward. So all the strength work is pretty much almost done, I think. From here, you're going to rotate the elbows back and you're going to sink the chest down, opening up not only into the shoulders, but also into the spine. From here, what I want you to do is you're going to exhale and you're going to press with the fingers. You're going to round the spine. You're going to engage the abs. And then exhale, inhale, and drop the chest down. One more time, you inhale, engage everything, so you press the floor down as much as you can, and then inhale, relax. One more time, you can also do it with the palms. You exhale, round, and then inhale, open through the chest, open through the shoulders, even extend your neck till we get a stretch on the cervical spine. If you want to go deeper, you can walk the knees backwards. If it's too much, you can walk the knees forward. We're gonna be here for about 15 more seconds. Really opening those shoulders into shoulder flexion, so needed for handstands. And again, we're focusing on bringing the armpit down. We create that external rotation with the shoulders. Imagine that the elbow wants to go down facing the mat, even though it won't, but that's the intention. Slowly come back up. Now let's lay down into our backs. You have two options here. We can go for the full wheel. If that's too much or you haven't done it before, I recommend that you simply stay on bridge. So whichever variation you choose for the next one, really squeeze those shoulder blades down before. If you're going for the bridge, you simply press with the palms right here. If you're going for the wheel, you start with the hands here. We're gonna be doing 2 sets. So I'm gonna demonstrate bridge first. Posterior pelvic tilt, so tuck your tailbone under, and from here, press the hips towards the sky as high as you can, really firing up those glutes, as well as the hamstrings, and the chest is going up and back. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little break. Windshield wiper your legs to neutralize the spine before the second round. And the last one, last stretch of the day, you can either do the bridge or you can do the wheel with me. In 3, 2, 1, pseudo pelvic tilt, then push the hips up, then press up with the hands. Hold it for about 15 seconds. If you need to come down, come down. But ideally, you build up to 15 seconds. We only have 10 seconds left. If one day you're feeling motivated, I'll just leave this here and work on wheel push-ups, or simply just work on pushing the chest. And again, one day you might do bridge, another day you might do wheel, depending on how often you're doing this routine and how you're feeling that day. Slowly come back down, head first, upper back, then lower back. Allow your legs to go towards the left and your head and body to go to the upper body towards the right. Start calming down the nervous system. It's a short routine, but pretty intense in the shoulders to create a stability, to create mobility. Go to the other side, switch it up. To build some strength as well with that exercise. If one day you just want to focus more on the mobility and stability aspect, you can absolutely take away that exercise and just do the rest of the routine from there. But those 2 sets of push-ups, if you do it at a lower intensity enough, they should make you, it should be more beneficial than the harm they can do to you. Just don't do it before your upper body workouts, like the day before. Slowly come up. Feel free to stay laying down on your back if you just want to finish the entire routine. Feel free to do this 2 to 3 more times if you want a complete full shoulder workout. And if you're up for it, again, you can do it at the end of your upper body workout as a finisher, or you can even do it as a standalone, and you can always modify the stretches by going deeper into the stretches, and you can always modify the exercises by simply just leaning more into the push-ups or holding more into the wide raises. You can even add weights. The possibilities are endless, and if you have any doubts, please ask me in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to answer you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below what else would you like to see, and for more routines like this, for yoga routines, mobility routines, calisthenics routines, full calisthenics program, full yoga programs, full rings programs, full home programs with 0 equipment, we have all in a single place in the SM Academy, in the SM app. All the information is down in the description. I would love to see you all there. With that being said, guys, I'll see you the next time. Much love.